And now I give the floor to the Maldives, Her Excellency Dr. Aishath Ali, Minister of Education. You have the floor, Madam.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursaleen. Nabina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Madam Chairperson, Your Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. We came from the Maldives, the sunny side of life, bringing with us the good greetings of our President, His Excellency Mr. Ibrahim Muhammad Salih, and our government to all the member states of ICESCO. But before I begin, permit me to thank ICESCO for the excellent arrangements made for the General Conference. Let me also place on record our gratitude to ICESCO management, conference organizers, the good people of Egypt, and His Excellency Mr. Abdel Fattah El-Sisi, the President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, for the gracious hospitality and welcome we continue to enjoy from organizers, co-delegates, and the good people of Egypt. Let me start by extending my heartfelt appreciation to ICESCO for providing us with this platform to share the challenges our education system is facing due to COVID pandemic, in the hope that we may learn from one another. The 1.5 years since January 2020 had been a transformational year for all the nations represented here, irrespective of its development status. The developed nations as well as the developing ones were confronted with an unprecedented emergency requiring school closures for extended periods. All the countries, big and small, were thrust upon uncharted territory. How were we going to continue to provide care and education to those in need? To make matters worse, the pandemic engendered inflation and recession. The hardest hits were developing countries, especially small island developing states like the Maldives. In the Maldives, we managed to ride the bumpy pandemic waves and continued student learning without jarring disruptions. We utilized television as the main medium to deliver lessons. The television programs were complemented by online internet-based interactions. We provided the students and teachers with free data packages to access the online lessons. A rushed, ambitious program was conducted to train all the teachers on online modes of teaching. However, the worst of the pandemic is thankfully behind us, and like the Maldives, most countries have returned to in-person schooling. We have also administered the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine to 97.3% and the second dose to 90.1% of students who are eligible for vaccination. 96.3% of the Maldivian population has been vaccinated. Our focus now is on learning recovery and building a more resilient education system. Yet we have to be ever vigilant to new strains are being discovered every now and again. Madam Chairperson, in the recent past, the Maldives has made important strides in improving our education system. The results of policy initiatives over the last 2 decades have shown impressive achievements in terms of equity and access to public and free education from kindergarten to year 12. In addition, the introduction of the free first degree scheme has seen a huge rise in higher education enrollment. We are happy to note that after 15 years in the making, the Maldives Education Act has been implemented in August this year. In addition, Maldives' higher education system is working towards a reform with the newly ratified Higher Education Act. The passing of these 2 legal documents has given new impetus to formulate new policies and guidelines to improve access and quality of education in the Maldives. Despite these positive indicators, our education sector faces serious challenges. These challenges became more pronounced with the adverse effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Though we have seen a steady increase in the enrollment at the higher secondary level, the net enrollment rate has always been low. And now, there is a possibility of an increase in the dropout rates due to the economic impact of COVID-19. Another concern is the disparity in the quality of education in different regions of the country. This gap became more distinct when teaching and learning shifted to online education modes. With the period of extended school, colleges, and university closures, we are very concerned with the losses in learning. We are concerned with the possibility of increased dropout rates. We are concerned with not being able to reach out to students who have special needs, and we are concerned with at-risk students getting more and more vulnerable. Quality and quantity of available professional teachers continue to worry us. These concerns are further exacerbated by the unique challenges Maldives face as a country. To address the challenges I just mentioned, the government has prioritized some key policy areas. These areas include ensuring equitable access from kindergarten through to grade 12, eliminating learning gaps, and ensuring more effective schooling. Additionally, introducing vocational and technical education as part of mainstream education is a thrust area in government policies. Maldives continues its efforts to reach out to every student in every island. Such efforts include the development and enhancement of remote learning facilities in education institutions. The plan to establish junior colleges and state-of-the-art TVET centers in various regions will also broaden the opportunities for youth residing in the islands. Thank you all for listening patiently to our experience. I am optimistic that under the able leadership of ICESCO and the energy and vigor the executive brings to the organization, we can all work on building a more resilient education system and be better prepared for pandemics or natural disasters that can upset our education systems in the future. Wassalamu alaikum.